I'm going to show you how to go from amateur filmmaker to building a successful production company. Hey guys, Ross here, and for those of you who don't know, I own one of the most versatile production companies in the UK. We consistently turn over 6 figures a year in revenue. I employ people in-house, I employ an external sales team, and I'm still in my 20s. So if you want this, I'm going to show you how to achieve it in a fraction of the time. So how do you go from being a freelance filmmaker to then being an established production company? And it's quite simple. It's just in your marketing. I promoted myself as a production company way before we employed people because that was the end goal. And the reason you should want to own a production company is because you're going to make so much more money and change so many more lives by building a business, some kind of tangible asset at the end of it. Because if you're freelance, you might earn the high end of 5 figures, but you're not going to break into the high end of the 6 figures to the 7-figure market and being able to have £1 million plus company to sell at the end of it. So that's why you should think about building a production company and start to channel everything that you do as a freelance filmer into more of a business mindset. Because you don't want to be living that freelance life, not knowing when your next paycheck's coming in, your feast or famine. Building a production company provides a stable structure to your life, and it enables you to do so many more things. I wouldn't have been able to buy a house, all the nice things I have, without having a stable production company, because you simply don't know when the next lot of work's coming in. Being freelance is a young man's game, so you need to be thinking about the future and what is it that you want. And no doubt, owning a production company is one of the best options that you can have for providing a solid future so that you can have everything that you want. So let's talk about marketing. It's really a simple case of just starting to call yourself a production company, whether that's to your clients or to your friends. And there's going to be a lot of naysayers. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, well, you're not a production company, it's just you. It makes no difference. So many people outsource their work. Even we did in the early days, and we still do now. And the second you start outsourcing that work is when you've got a wider team around you. There's so many agencies in London that literally outsource 99% of their work. That still makes them an agency. So there's no reason that you can't be a production company, and start building that today. So you need to think about then your marketing. You need to start looking at things slightly differently. You can't be posting things on your Instagram feed about your personal life. It needs to start being a bit more business related. And here's where the main difference is in terms of your approach for a production company as to freelance. So as a production company, here is your target audience. It is marketing managers or business owners. If they don't fall into those categories, then you're not interested in talking to them. You can still continue doing work with your agencies and the connections that you have, but that is your new market, because the difference is instead of going to do work for other people and never having anyone for yourself, you're going to now try and bring those clients into you. So the people that have been passing you the work and making a nice little profit margin on top of what you're charging, you're now going to be in that position. So you can take 100% of the money coming into the business so that you have more to do. And who doesn't want more money? I'm sure some of you out there don't even realize that's what's happening. You're charging your fee for being a freelance and your services, which you might be happy with, but they're going to be making a substantial cut on top of that. So just another reason why you should consider starting your own production company. And it doesn't mean that you lose those clients and those businesses. You can still continue to work for that as a white label brand. And that's what we do. We work for a lot of other production companies, in actual fact, that we work as a white label brand. So for all intents and purposes, no one knows any different. It doesn't matter where that money's coming from as long as the money's coming in. But what does make a huge difference is the stability we have in our business business. And it means that we have a constant inflow of cash every single month so that we can continue growing, developing, employing new people. We're obviously developing the studio as we speak, our new one. So we have lots of things going on, and we can do that because we know we have our clients who are on retainers. We know we have a client base that's forever growing, and we know that we have an established foundation. That means we just don't need to worry about money anymore. So you're going to go away right now and you're going to start reaching out to clients directly. So small businesses to begin with, and then grow them. If you already have a great portfolio in your time as a freelancer, then start to pull on that. Start to use those blue chip clients, because as soon as you've got some big names like Bacardi, Black & Decker, BBC, Department for Education, various people in all different industries, you can really start to attract the attention of smaller businesses, because they think, oh my God, if this company is doing work for these people, then straight away they're going to want to use you as a good rate. As a production company, you can charge more as well. And this isn't about ripping your clients off. This is about starting to think for the future. If you don't already, you're going to want a premises. You're going to want to start to employ people. So naturally, you need to start building your company. Any clients you do work for will no doubt put their prices up each year. And there's no different with you, because you'll be investing in equipment, and all of a sudden you're investing in a new marketing structure that you probably didn't have until now as well. You need to be getting adverts out there so you can market to, who was it? The marketing managers and the business owners. That's your new demographic. They're the people you need to look at. So we're going to be reaching out to them on places like LinkedIn, on Instagram as well. It's still really hot because marketing managers will generally tend to be of a younger age than business owners. Obviously, not always the case. I'm sitting here as in my 20s owning an established business, but that's going to be your typical broad demographic. So Instagram is great for capturing your marketing managers and a few business owners, and LinkedIn is your key market for your business owners. And just connect with as many people as you can. Reach out to everyone organically, in terms of, don't do a copy and paste. Reach out to them, do a unique email, just asking to swap your services, and start introducing yourself as my production company. It doesn't matter. And if they ask, who's in your production company, you can say, so it's just me full time, and then we have an external team of people, because no doubt you've built up a network of freelancers that you can use in those situations. And then you can, when you start to build your company even more, you will then start introducing it as a production company. And very few people ask you if it's just you, but don't lie. There's no point in getting found out. You should be transparent through everything, because you will get found out. So just, if they ask you how many people at your production company, you can say, it's just me full time, but we have a network of freelancers that we use on a per project basis. No question, it's completely fine. You're not doing anything wrong. Remember what I said about social media agencies. Does an agency need to have more than one person in there? No, not necessarily. And so many people, especially in London, because real estate is so expensive, they lean on a network of freelancers on per project basis. So that's why you should start shifting your mindset over to the future. And it may be that, when you're 70, are you going to want to still live that freelance life? The answer is no, of course you're not. So who wouldn't want a business that you can sell at the end of it, or even franchise? There's no reason that our business model and everything that we do can't be duplicated, and we can sell that as a franchise and have multiple prospective studios up and down the country, because the processes and everything, every little detail that we have business-wise, I know can be replicated 1,000 times. And once you have a business that can do that, your opportunities are endless, because all of a sudden you have something that you can sell. Getting your clients onto retainers is another big thing. And we've made lots of videos on this kind of stuff. So make sure you check out everything on our channel and join our Perspective Academy Facebook group, because that's where we're sharing all of our knowledge, successes and failures. We're holding live Q&As with industry experts, with agencies, businesses, so you know what they're looking for, and we can put these questions directly to them. So make sure you join the Perspective Academy Facebook group. Do I think that everyone watching this video is going to be successful? No, not at all. It would be stupid to think that. Only 1% of you are likely to be successful. The ones that are really taking this information in and are going to act on it now. They're thinking about their future and they're thinking about the potential that changing it from being a one-man band to having a huge company, what that can do for your life. You can have anything you want in the world if you do this and follow this structure. You need to get outside your comfort zone. Everything you have in life is inside your comfort zone, and everything you don't have is outside of it. So you need to expand your comfort zone, push your abilities, and start to think about the bigger picture and not just about the next paycheck and the next day. You need to do something about it now and start developing your future. And there's one test that is really going to split the people who are serious about making a better life for themselves and the people who are just looking at the short-term gain here. And that is this. I can guarantee only 1% of you will take this piece of advice and act on it. Next time you're in the shower, whether it's in the morning or the evening, you need to turn the tap to freezing cold for the last 15 seconds of your shower. It's such a simple test that really divides the like-minded business people from the people who aren't taking this seriously. What this does to your subconscious mind is kickstart everything. It tells it that you're in control. You're no longer living in your comfort zone because you have the choice. You have the choice when you turn that tap to cold, whether to leave it on warm and stay inside your comfort zone or to turn it to cold and instantly put yourself in a place of discomfort and be outside your comfort zone. You know it's not going to kill you, but yet you won't want to because you want to remain in your box. And this is the difference that successful business people have. Every time I go in the shower, for the last 15 seconds, or in my case, into the minutes, I will turn that to freezing cold because it confirms the fact that I'm serious about doing what I'm doing. I'm starting the day right and I'm going to have the best day possible because I'm outside my comfort zone. I'm kickstarting it and I'm going to be the best that I can possibly be. And I'm bringing that on myself. I'm not being forced into this situation. I'm forcing myself into this situation. So that's why I can guarantee 99% of you will fail, and the 1% that follow our advice and do what we say will have a future that is extremely bright and has a potential to have £1 million business, and certainly a business like ours that turns over 6 figures every year, and we don't need to worry about money anymore. If you found inspiration from this video and can really resonate with where we're coming from, then make sure you join our Perspective Academy. Keep watching the videos because we have so much more to give. And I guarantee that you're going to be successful if you follow everything that I'm teaching you now.